Hey, guess what? Your customers don't give a damn about what your business does. Well, Del, if they don't care what we do, what the hell do they care about? Great question. And today I'm going to give you the complete 411. Understand this and you will make more sales. Hey, you could be the most skilled, passionate, ethical business owner on the planet and still struggle to get customers. I see it all the time. And it's rarely because you're bad at what you do. It's because your customers don't care what you do. They only care what you can do for them. Today, I'm going to flip the way you think about your business. This tiny shift is the difference between wondering where your next customer is coming from and having a calendar or pipeline so full you need a velvet rope and a bouncer. Oh, and I've got a free resource for you that will supercharge what I'm about to show you and make it no-brainer simple. But I got to unpack it all first. So stick with me until the end. Then I'll tell you exactly what it is and how to get it. Deal? Okay. First, a shout out to Simon Sinek's brilliant TED Talk, Start With Why.
But the inspired leaders and the inspired organizations, regardless of their size, regardless of their industry, all think, act, and communicate from the inside out. Let me give you an example. I use Apple because they're easy to understand and everybody gets it. If Apple were like everyone else, a marketing message from them might sound like this. We make great computers. They're beautifully designed, simple to use, and user-friendly. Want to buy one? Meh. And that's how most of us communicate. That's how most marketing is done, that's how most sales is done, and that's how most of us communicate interpersonally. We say what we do, we say how we're different or how we're better, and we expect some sort of behavior, a purchase, a vote, something like that. Here's our new law firm. We have the best lawyers with the biggest clients. We always perform for our clients, do business with us. Here's our new car. It gets great gas mileage. It has, leather seats. Buy our car. But it's uninspiring. Here's how Apple actually communicates. Everything we do, we believe in challenging the status quo. We believe in thinking differently. The way we challenge the status quo is by making our products beautifully designed, simple to use, and user-friendly. We just happen to make great computers. Want to buy one? Totally different, right? You ready to buy a computer from me? All I did was reverse the order of the information. People don't buy what you do, people buy why you do it. People don't buy what you do, they buy why you do it. This explains why every single person in this room is perfectly comfortable buying a computer from Apple.
It's been around for a while, but if you haven't seen it, watch it. He's a genius. And he's right. People don't buy what you do, they buy why you do it. But I've noticed something else. Another reason why some companies, big and small, blow the competition away. It's why Chrysler could finally stand alongside Ford and GM in the 60s. Why Dove soap stopped advertising with supermodels and eventually took over the soap aisle at the supermarket. And it's why Nike went from being a quirky shoe company with a goofy-looking waffle sole shoe to ultimately ruling the sports world. So here's my twist on Simon's mantra, specifically for us small business owners, solopreneurs, coaches, authors, consultants, and product creators. Are you ready? People don't buy what you do. They buy what you can do for them. Understanding this has been so critical in the building of my businesses and my partner and portfolio companies that I created a model or a framework that shows you how to capitalize on it. When you build your business with this framework, you actually no longer have to sell because you're creating a buying environment where people just buy. I call it the buyer's framework, BUYERS. It's an acronym. B stands for buyer clarity. U stands for understand their wants. Y stands for your solution, their words. E stands for engage to convert. R stands for results are all that matter. And S stands for systematize. Okay, today we're going to zoom in on just the U and the R. Because if you don't nail these, nothing else matters. In 1987, Nike was in trouble. Sales were down nearly $200 million, and they'd laid off a ton of people. So going into the following year, after a lot of internal consideration and I'm sure some opposition, Nike decided to launch its Just Do It campaign. It wasn't about selling sneakers, it was about tapping into a universal feeling, which was the drive to push yourself, to overcome, to be bold. It made everybody, not just athletes, feel like part of the tribe. Nike's revenue skyrocketed from $877 million to over $9 billion in a decade. Now that's you understand their wants in action. They didn't sell footwear, they sold achievement, pride, and possibility. Nike could have doubled down, talking about shoe technology, fabrics, or endorsements. But that's the what. Instead, they built a movement around a feeling, and that feeling was determination. Now, the trap that most entrepreneurs fall into, myself included, before I figured out this framework, is we focus on describing the product or service instead of the transformation. Think about it. Your gym doesn't sell memberships. It sells the thrill of seeing muscles in the mirror. Your accounting firm doesn't sell tax prep. It sells relief when the IRS letter shows up. If you want to harness this understanding their wants thing, you need to ask yourself a couple of questions. When my customer buys from me, how do they want to feel right after? And you need to get specific. Is it relief, pride, freedom, excitement? Nike's genius in making Just Do It open enough and open-ended enough to apply to everyone's struggle, whether that was running a marathon or just getting through Monday. And we can do this too. So forget the technical speak and instead let your customer hear that you can help them live the life they want to live. But hey, it doesn't stop there. Once you've connected to what they want, you got to prove you can actually deliver it. Otherwise, it's just an empty promise. In the early 2000s, Dove soap was drowning in a beauty industry obsessed with unrealistic ideals. Slim supermodels with smooth skin and no wrinkles. But only a very small portion of their customers actually felt they could look that way. So in 2004, Dove took a massive risk. Instead of glossy supermodels, they showed real women of all shapes, sizes, and ages in their ads. And the message was no longer about what their soap did. It was, you are more beautiful than you think. Sales almost doubled in a few short years. And their Real Beauty Sketches video went viral with over 50 million views in just 12 days. So what was Dove selling? And more importantly, what were their customers buying? It wasn't product features. It was the emotion that came with confidence. Results. The R in my framework are truly all that matter.